I'm going to try to make this a quick one because I've got work to do. Didn't upload a video yesterday because I didn't have any time to myself to actually film a video. But can't really think of anything that happened yesterday. We went to the park, we went shopping. The night before, apparently this is the night before. The night before, Peyton threw up. So, yeah, it was great. But I actually did not have an anxiety attack. I ran outside to the balcony and sang, even though it was a bit chilly. But I didn't have an anxiety attack, and I was fine afterwards. And I had just eaten, too. Like, it was literally, I made pasta, we ate, I finished eating, she went and threw up. And I didn't have an anxiety attack. I did the next morning, though. That's what happened. Yesterday morning, I woke up and I was shaking and I had an anxiety attack and I couldn't eat and I felt sick until halfway through abnormal psychology when I started feeling better, which is odd because we were learning about PTSD. And we watched this video of this woman who was one of the first responders at 9/11, and she was talking about how, she saw a woman's face on the ground, not her body, her face, and stepping on parts, and she was buried alive twice, and it was, incredibly stressful. And apparently that calmed me down. I don't know what happened. I just know that after that class I was starving. So, I don't know, I kind of felt like shit yesterday. Anyways, so today I woke up hungry, which is nice. It's also kind of weird because I woke up before my alarm and I realized that, and then I was like, oh, here comes the panic, and then I was like, no, just calm down. I'm like, let's just be calm and go back to sleep. And I wasn't sitting there waiting for the alarm to go off. There's just people out there. So that was nice, and I was able to eat a whole bagel this morning. One that I didn't buy. I don't know. It's a Thursday. I've got a speech due tomorrow. I stayed up till 2 last night, getting most of it done. I'm organizing it right now. Well, not right now. Oh, I just had something to say. I don't remember. It'll come to me. Eventually, probably after I upload this. Haha, that's usually how it is. Oh, I do know one thing I want to say. I had a weird dream last night. It was about Sophia. It was also about my friend David, who's been asking to hang out with me lately, so I'm kind of weighing out people asking to hang out with me. This is so strange. So I guess I'll start with that. It was just in the dream he was following me everywhere and touching me. Not quite inappropriately, but it was enough to make me uncomfortable. I mean, he would rub his leg against mine and, touch. And there was one point where he was touching the curve of my stomach, on the side where I love to touch. He was touching that, he had the right to. And I, grabbed his arm and I, went up close to him and was like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he later rubbed his leg against mine. So that was unnerving. And it made me uncomfortable. So it's kind of weird talking to him now. Even though I know that was a dream. It's just weird. But there was one point in the dream where Peyton and I were hanging out in the BSB. And I was reading aloud something stupid and raunchy, which I always do. And I heard on the other side of the glass wall, Sophia's voice. And I was like, oh great, no, that's Sophia. Oh man, I hope she doesn't notice me. Alright, let's just keep reading. Maybe she won't notice. So I kept reading, and she noticed me. And she comes over and she's like, hi, Santa! Oh my gosh! Da, da, da. And I'm like, what's going on? And she sat down and started, like, asking me a bunch of questions. I don't even remember the questions. I know there was a bunch of questions, and she didn't let me answer any of them. So it was like, oh, what do you think about this? Oh, what about this? What about that? And I would be like, well, I think she's like, what about this? Like, oh, gosh. And as she was doing that, I was watching her put on this, like, crazy, happy act. And I felt sorry for her. And it wasn't like a whole, oh, wow, I can't believe you're doing this. You're so dumb. No, it was more of like, you're putting on a show. How hurt really are you? Why do you have to fake it? It was a sad kind of pity, and I didn't want her to have to fake it for my sake. It's like, oh, it's fine, you didn't hurt me. I totally wanted that too, because I know I hurt her. I meant to hurt her, as awful as that sounds, but it was necessary. And just ripping apart this fabric. Just gonna put this over here. I just wanted her to leave. I didn't want her to come over and try to force that onto me. But she stayed. And then Rebecca and Kiana somehow sat down, and she noticed that I was reading. Sophia did, and was like, "Oh my gosh, what are you reading?" I'm like, "Well, she's like, I'll read it, blah, blah, blah." I don't even know. And I was like, "Okay." Kind of porny. We were just getting to a good part, and she was like, "I'll read it." She was reading it. I think. I don't remember. I know suddenly Kiana and Rebecca were there, and Peyton and I were holding hands, which is pretty normal. But at one point, I started holding hands with Sophia, maybe? I don't know, because at one point, I heard Kiana talking. She was like, oh my god, I can't believe they're holding hands. Ugh, that's so, she's a Christian too. Something like that. And I looked down, and Peyton and I were holding hands, and I'm like, well, neither of us is Christian, and I looked over, and suddenly I was holding hands with Sophia. And I'm like, wow, okay. And then Kiana got up, and she's like, Sophia, I'm so disappointed in you. I can't believe you'd be holding hands with another girl. You're just going against the Bible, and you're not a Christian. And Sophia kind of, stopped talking, let go, and kind of stepped back. It was sunk into herself. And so I stood the fuck up, and I was like, fuck you, Kiana. You get the fuck out of here. I didn't even like you anyways. And I was angry. And I looked over to Sophia, and she kind of left. She didn't say anything, she just left. And I was kind of disappointed in that. And then I woke up. And I don't know exactly what it's supposed to mean. I feel like it has something to do with the fact that I always protected Sophia. And I always jumped at the chance to protect Sophia. And now I can't do that anymore. And I don't know what that's going to do to her. I don't know if she's just going to revert back to middle school and never stand up for herself again. I really hope that's not true. But I don't know, and that worries me. So, there was that dream. And then I was kind of pissed today because David was talking, and he noticed I was drawing, and I had done a little bit of a practice for my tablecloth. I wanted to see if I could do something with mermaids. And so I drew a mermaid. And he looked and he's like, oh, I should have known it would have been human, and blah, 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 you should draw a vampire. You should draw me a redhead vampire. I'm like, okay. And I didn't really say anything. But then after class, and after I was done talking to him, I just had this thought, I'm like, I'm going to draw you anything. You're going to have to pay me. I'm not just going to do that. I don't have time to do that. I mean, you got to give me some sort of incentive. We're not that close of friends, and you don't have a birthday coming up or anything. Not that I know of. He's not asking you for his birthday. So, I made the decision that if anybody's going to ask me to draw them things, they're going to have to pay me. And that's final. And I don't give a shit. Because you wouldn't ask a plumber to plumb things for free. Like, I don't know. Mama never seemed too keen on the idea that I would charge people for my art, but I can't see why not. I just can't. Unless it's like a gift. And I said, I'm going to give this to you as a gift. I want to draw you something as a gift for Christmas or your birthday or whatever. But if somebody comes up to me and says, I want this, then you have to pay me. Because I put work into that, and I'm not just going to give it away for free. So, I'm also going to start seeing the therapist again on March 3rd. Yeah, March 3rd. I'm not telling Mama because she's been all like, I'm so proud of you for handling all the stress and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you don't know the thoughts I've been having. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm tired today. I'm so tired. I want to fall asleep. I want to take a nap, but I can't. Maybe I can take a quick nap. I'm gonna take a quick nap. I'm just gonna lay down and do nothing because I'm suddenly so tired. I just, oh. I guess that's it. I'll think more things later, but I'll try to include it in tomorrow's video. So, okay. Bye.